Hi, welcome to America's Grip. I'm your host, the Sensible Libertarian, the one and only. Before we jump into today's video on the economic implications of government overreach with a focus on bailouts, government bailouts, I'm going to make sure everybody watching, make sure you guys say hi to your NSA agent. Hi, NSA agent. Thanks for tuning in. Now with those pleasantries out of the way, we're going to go ahead and jump in right into the video. Well, for those of you who do not know what kind of economic system we have an economic system called capitalism. Well, what is capitalism? Capitalism, according to Oxford Dictionary, is defined as an economic or political system in which a country's trade and industry are owned by private owners for profit rather than the state or rather than the government. Okay? The part of that definition that I really want to focus on is the part where it states trade and industry are owned by private owners for profit rather than the state. So why am I focusing on that part? And how does this all kind of come together? Stick with us and you'll hopefully at the end of the video you'll understand why. So under a capitalist system that has the mantra of survival of the fittest. Okay? And some would even say that under a pure capitalist society there are no bailouts because of the survival of the fittest. What that means is that when the government bails out a business, they are getting involved in the economy. That is not a capitalist society. You are starting to kind of gray over into the area of communism, which is not the way this country was founded. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and throw this disclosure out there. Here in America's Grip, none of us here wish any kind of job loss upon anybody because we understand that is the first domino effect in leading to a horrible multitude of other things. So we're going to throw that out there. We do not want that to happen to anybody regardless. Okay? But you have to understand that under a capitalist society, because it is chosen, products and services and goods are chosen by consumers such as myself, such as you watching this video, such as anybody that lives in this country that goes out and buys a hamburger or anything on the market, it is chosen by us. Okay? So with that being said, when the government steps in and says, you know what, we do not want you to fail, so here's some money, taxpayer money, so it's partially my money, it's partially your money, it's partially anybody that pays taxes in this country, which is, if we're talking about all able-bodied adults or working adults of 16 and up, anybody that does work and this kind of stuff, even if you pay sales tax, part of that goes there too. Could potentially go there. That's what I'm talking to. So it's your money at that point. So why would you want the government to step in and say, here's some business, here's some money for you, you're failing businesses. You know, you didn't make the right choices, and especially by not keeping enough money back during hard economic times. We understand that's not under your control, but we're going to save you. But why isn't the government saving me? Now, the coronavirus pandemic is a little bit different. I'm not talking about things like that. I'm talking about when industries, such as the banks in 2008, they messed up. They did that themselves. There was no pandemic during that time whatsoever. They screwed up by loaning people an ungodly amount of money that did not meet any qualifications for it. So that was the federal government saving the housing market, bailing out the housing crisis, bailing out the housing market. And yes, the counter argument was, well, the housing market accounts for majority of this country's GDP. Yeah, I will agree to that because that's factual. They do. But you cannot bail out an industry, no matter how much of the majority of our economy is and still call it capitalism. Capitalism, that stuff is bound to fail regardless. And it's okay. Because also the beauty of capitalism on the other side of that spectrum is something bigger and better will take its place, and its future is chosen by the American people. So if the majority of the American people do not like it, guess what? It won't last. But again, good thing is another business will see how that business or that industry failed. So hey, we can do this. We can offer the same product or same good, but better. So we're going to step up and do it now, which then creates competition, and that drives up competition. That gives us as the American consumers the right to choose and who ultimately survives and who ultimately fails in our economy. It's a beautiful thing. It's harsh at times, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing. So with that being said, you're probably asking, well, how does that really pertain to government overreach? Okay. Let's just get into the mind of a politician here. Okay, a career politician. Career politician, I'm going to use the example of the GMC bailout during the Obama administration. Okay. Politicians pretty much said, okay, here's some taxpayer, not our money. This ain't, no, we won't use some of our money. No. Well, in theory they are because they're taxpayers too, but still. Just keep your business open. Okay. But what you don't hear behind closed doors is these politicians going to GMC and saying, okay, now listen, because we gave you money, we want some campaign contributions now. We want you to help us get reelected. Okay? Is it just me, or is that absolutely absurd? Okay? If GMC were to fail, there are still other auto companies that thrive in this country. I mean, you got Ford, you got even Toyota, even though I know they're foreign made. I'm not talking about just American made automotive industries. There's other you still leave the consumer several choices along the line. And do you not think that if GMC were to truly fail without the government bailout, do you not think that another competitor such as Ford or Toyota or Hyundai, don't you think one of those companies would say, hey brother, we'll help you out, brother. We'll keep your parking line, but we just want some of your shares. We want some of that money. We want some of that profit. And let's go to the negotiation table and let's make a deal. What do you say? I read an interesting article on realpolitics.com. A great website. They are not a sponsor of this video. They have no idea that I even make these videos. They have no idea this channel even exists. So, but I still encourage y'all, as viewers, and anybody out there to get on there and read some of their content. Very great, very straightforward, very factual. But anyway, I read an article on them. I read an article that was written by one of their writers over there, and explaining kind of why government bailouts really weren't the best of things when thinking about government overreach or bigger government. Okay, so this is what they said. They pretty much said that when a politician or when a government bails out of industry, they are exchanging campaign contributions for unearned wealth, aka influence in that industry, aka some sort of ownership in that industry. Why do we want the government to own industries in this country? That's not their job. That's our job as consumers to take care of the economy. But we'll take care of that. Government, only thing we need you to do, honestly, as far as the economic side of things go, really, is, I don't know, maybe occasionally print money when we need you to. Don't do it like you've been doing. That's a whole different video on inflation. I can't get into that now if we're going to keep this video under 15 minutes. So, I'll throw that out there. Before I get too fired up, and before I keep going on a bunch of other different tangents, I'm going to go ahead and really wrap up this video with another call to action, same as last week. Guys, make sure you go out there, read every single thing you can, become as informed as possible. Don't just take one side of the story for everything. Because had I done that, I would not be the sensible libertarian. I would be either the stupid Republican or the stupid Democrat. I'd be one of those two things. I would not be a sensible libertarian. Okay? Read different sides of stories. Come to your own conclusion. Go find the facts on an issue. Make your own opinion based on the facts so you can stand behind them 100%. Become informed. Remember, the thing the federal government hates the most, or any government hates the most, is an informed citizen, is an informed voter. Because they know, as an informed voter, you can see right through their bullshit. Thank you guys for watching this episode of America's Grip. Remember, I am your host, Sensible Libertarian, the one and only. Make sure we say goodbye to our NSA agent. Bye, NSA agent. Guys, God bless you. God bless your family. Stay safe out there. Most importantly, God bless the United States of America. See you guys next week here on America's Grip. Thank you.